still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another Build CC haul. As always, you can find links to everything in the description down below, and I'll also make sure to link you to a playlist full of my previous Build CC videos. I did something a little bit different for today's CC haul though. I've done this once in the past, which was about 2 years ago, which is a stop motion video for the Build CC haul, and I think they're so nice and it's just such a like aesthetically pleasing way to show off Build CC. I'm obsessed. I saw the last video I did that was stop motion. I was like, why have I not done this in so long? And then I started doing it and it took forever, and I was like, oh, this will be why, because it just takes so long. And also I can show off a bit less CC obviously doing it this way because it takes a bit longer. And I don't think I did that in the last stop motion Build CC haul, but I could be wrong. Before we go into each of the CC packs, I showed off like the whole set. So I put up a little staged area with every item from the set, or most items from the set, to show them off. Because I think it's just a nice like lead in to see what CC we have, because this first pack is absolutely gorgeous, and I feel like sometimes if you just see like some of the items individually, some people might struggle to have like a full vision of the set, which I know I would, because my brain doesn't really work like that. I need to have it like visually in front of me to understand how it all works together, if that makes sense. But this first pack, I was like especially obsessed with this painting that we're looking at right now. I thought it was so cute. There's also some versions where it's just leaning on the wall, and I think that is so gorgeous. I think that was first introduced to The Sims in like the, oh my god, I always say this word wrong. Is it Echo or Eco? It's Echo, right? I'm probably wrong. Living pack. There were some leaning paintings, which I'm still obsessed with. There's this like one swatch with a woman, and I don't know what's on the second painting. Literally can't remember, but it's just, oh, they're so stunning, and I always love seeing them in CC packs. I'm just obsessed. I feel like especially when you have a large house and you need to fill areas, I feel like it does so much more than just a hanging painting, if that makes sense. It just fills up the room more, it makes it feel more together. It's just nice. Also, let me know, because I didn't really know how long to make the frames for each of the swatches. I feel like this was like a good in-between where it was fast enough that you didn't get bored of the swatch, but long enough that you could actually like look at it and think about it and not be rushed through them like, oh my god, what was the first swatch? So let me know if there's anything I should change about these. Let me know. I also don't know if I will continue doing Build CC hauls like this, because it was really fun, but like I said, it was also a lot of work and very time consuming, and I technically didn't really have time to do this week because I am a little behind on uni stuff since I was sick for about 2 weeks. It lasted so long, and I was like trying to do uni, couldn't focus on it. Also, cats are playing in the background. I hope you don't hear that. I feel like you almost never can, so will be good. It's just distracting for me. This second pack as well. I know people always want me to talk more about CC that we're sharing, but I get so sidetracked. Okay, I tell a story and then I get sidetracked on other stuff. This pack I'm obsessed with. I love lofty apartments, and especially brown leather sofas. Not this specific brown, but there is a swatch which is like more caramel toned. I love those. I'm so obsessed with them, and I know I will never be able to have one unless I have cats that are raised from kitten age, so I can teach them not to scratch my furniture, because how devastating would that be? Have a nice sofa like that and then have it scratched to shit by your cats. That would not be nice. Also, a lot has happened in my life. My roommate moved out today and another roommate is moving in today, so there's a lot going on behind the scenes. And weirdly it's not that stressful this time, because I know the person who's moving in. I've met him twice. He's a friend of a friend, so kind of know him, have seen him before. I feel like it will be very smooth sailing. I also think he's very busy, so think he said like often he works like 6 days a week. So I was like, hallelujah, I'll just be home alone. This is great. That's exactly what I need from a roommate, to be honest. And he grew up with cats, which is like the most important part, that my roommates get on with my cats and they understand what cats are like. And I mean, I have very like beginner friendly cats. I like to say they love everyone. They go up to everyone. Well, one of my cats loves everyone, goes up to everyone, is very like interactive, outgoing. The other one is a bit more shy, but none of them scratch or bite or hiss or do anything that people who didn't grow up with cats would maybe be a bit put off by, or like, I don't know, standoffish about. So very beginner friendly cats. I love having them. They're like my babies. So obviously it's like the number one thing that people need to do. And my last roommate did get on my nerves with a lot of things when it came to the cats. Specifically, we have windows where in some of the rooms, I have older windows in my room, but the other side of the apartment has new windows, and there's like 2 bits, they're like separated, and the top bit you can open fine because that's like far away from the cats, and you know, it's just a smaller window, just open it to air the room, whatever. You understand how windows work. Why am I getting into this? And then the bottom ones you can tilt. And I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but tilted windows are really dangerous for cats because, curious as they are, they try to, you know, get to the outside world, or they see a bird, or I don't know, something that's interesting, so they want to go out, and then they like gradually slide down and suffocate in the window and can't like unwrench themselves, which is devastating and super sad and super dangerous. And I told him this like from the beginning. I was like, please just use the top windows. And he hasn't done that. And yesterday when he moved out, his door was open and the window was tilted, and I was like, oh my god, like I literally told you this multiple times. It's just so frustrating because it's not something that regards me. You know, if there's some mess, I get annoyed, but it's something I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'll just put up with it. But if it's about my cats, I get very like lioness about it. I'm like, no one's screwing with my cat's safety. This is not happening. So I wasn't very happy about that. The new roommate, I'm very sure, will be a lot different about these things, which will give me some ease of mind, which is what I need, because I've been so stressed out when I left the cats with him because I went on vacation. I was like, oh my god, I have to remind him of everything, like every day, like, will my cats be, I mean, they were always fine. I was just, afterwards I saw that like a window was open, I was like, oh. I feel like people who have pets will understand, like it's just so much anxiety for no reason, like it's so easily avoidable. And whatever, I'm just done with the topic. Let's move on to happier things, okay? One happy thing is the CC pack we're looking at right now. See, reeled it back in. We are talking about the CC right now, you and I. This set is gorgeous. I specifically loved all of the wood swatches, and that sectional sofa is just to die for. The swatches were so gorgeous. There's like an orange color that I was obsessed with and a dark green that I was obsessed with. Oh, so cute. Anyways, another exciting, I don't know, thing that happened in my life is that I finally got some ADHD meds, which it has taken a while to get my hands on them. It is because, first of all, a lot of people are trying to get diagnosed with ADHD at this moment. I think it's like that pretty much everywhere right now, to be honest. Like every other country I hear about, it's pretty much the same thing. It's like impossible to get appointments, whatever. I was already half diagnosed when I was at a clinic, but it was the therapist who diagnosed me, and there's like we call them head doctors. I don't know. It's the person who ruled the whole thing. That sounds so weird. But was in charge, that's a better word, for the whole clinic. And for some reason, he had no idea about ADHD. I have a friend who's now his patient, because that guy's a psychiatrist and also just works as a psychiatrist on top of having the clinic. And apparently he had to teach him a lot of things. And now that psychiatrist is doing like, not courses, but like presentations. There's a word for that, I can't think of it right now, whatever, about ADHD, and trying to teach people about it, which is ironic because when I was there, he would constantly ask me like, oh, why do you not seem like it though? And bear in mind, you see this guy like once a week for 5 minutes, and he's like, why do you not seem like that? And I was like, has bro ever heard of masking? Like, no, because that is like such a huge thing in people who are neurodiverse, and also specifically in women with ADHD, to mask, and also other neurodiversities. But It's a huge thing. That's why I'm so anxious, or was so anxious. I feel like that is getting a lot better now, is because you try to mask certain behaviors because you know people don't want them, like obsessively talking, moving around, being, you know, just a bit more hyper than everyone. Stuff like that. Or standing up every 5 minutes because you're like, oh my God, I'm bored. Or interrupting people. I'm not good with not doing that. It's a family trait. It's all right. We'll just put up with it, okay? But yeah, things like that. I'm like almost 30 now. I'm turning 29. Holy poop. How old did I get? But things like that you learn to mask throughout your life, so it's obvious that you don't show those behaviors anymore. Like if you would have looked at me 10 years ago, it would have been a whole different story. But whatever, finally on my meds. It's been a roller coaster so far. The first day was insane. I got up, I had a shower, I cleaned the whole bathroom, but like I'm talking deep clean. Like usually I'm the type of person who gets bored of cleaning after 5 minutes and I'll try to rush it. I'm like, how much longer is this gonna take? But it was a deep clean. I took all of the cupboards out, sorted through things, cleaned them. It was insane. And then I think the next few days it kind of died down a bit, but it's also just like a case of having to find the right dose for you. And I think your body needs to kind of obviously adjust to the medication. And also I didn't realize, a friend of mine was like, oh, you're not supposed to have caffeine whilst you're trying to find your right dose. And I was like, oh, my psychiatrist did not tell me that. And for the first 2 days, because I'm like a Coke Zero obsessed person, I can't help it. It's like the one very unhealthy thing that I do, so cut me a slack, okay? I'm allowed to do this. So I can't drink those right now, which is a bummer. I mean, caffeine doesn't have an effect on me anyways, so I didn't drink it for that. I just really like Cokes. They're my favorite drinks. Dr. Pepper as well. It's just so nice. And I love having them in little cans, and where I live, it's not as common to have other drinks in small cans that are zero and not full sugar, because sugar makes me go a bit crazy. So I've been missing my Coke, okay? But anyways, the video is coming to an end real soon here. I will definitely keep you updated on my med story, just because it's something I need to talk about, okay? So I hope you like hearing about it. I also do hope that you enjoyed all of the CC today. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all next time. Bye!